It's my fault. Yeah, it's my fault that I didn't get up before low tide when it was calm outside. There was no wind. It's now 9 o'clock and 57 degrees. And this morning's subject is reasons to cry. Did you watch TV last night? Reasons to cry? The Celtics game was a reason to cry. American Idol was a reason to cry. Katy Perry was bawling her eyes out. The fact that there's a man over there using a string trimmer to edge the lawn, reason to cry. The wind, which was calm at 4:30 when the birds started chirping and Rex woke us up and I went back to sleep instead of going out for sunrise when it was calm and quiet. Reason to cry. I'm backing off. Can I get away from all this noise? Let's come over here. No Mo May ends today. All right, I'm gonna go over one house over, try and get in my neighbor's porch here and see if we can't quiet it down a little bit. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. You watching? High pressure is building from southeastern Canada. This morning, there were record low temperatures in Ontario and Quebec in the 20s. Meantime, the front has kind of stalled right over the south coast of New England, and that's where the smoke plume is thickest right now. You can see it's kind of a dirty sky here, even dirtier if we look off to the east. So we have smoke pushing to the south. We have air coming in from the north. Some parts of northern New England are likely cold enough for a frost or a freeze tonight, but I think in southern New England we're okay. There's a colder front coming at us on Wednesday, ahead of a cold front. It usually warms up. So today, with this onshore wind from the northeast, we're about 60 around Boston. Tomorrow, similar, probably a little less windy. And then Wednesday, the wind comes around from the southwest and we warm it up. And we'll probably be in the 70s on Wednesday before that Wednesday night front. Now, about 4 or 5 days ago, we weren't talking anything about the strong Wednesday front. Now it's strong enough that there's a chance of rain mixed with snow showers in central Maine on Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And then much cooler air comes in on Thursday. And what about those ocean storms? All right, here's the tropical sector. One is going off today, no problem. The second one, it's going out there kind of behaving like it did 48 hours ago on the Euro. Remember, 48 hours ago, the Euro kept us nice for the weekend and the GFS was cold and wet. And then yesterday, the GFS was dry and nice for the weekend and the Euro was cold and wet. And now, here's the Euro for this weekend. Storm stalls over the mid-Atlantic states, nor'easter for Washington and Virginia. And we stay nice, unless you look at the Axis G. That's the Australian model. Rex, you ever heard of the Axis G? It has a nor'easter for Boston this weekend. So what do we do with all these varying guidance? I like to stay optimistic. It's a Monday. I always said be optimistic on Monday for the weekend. Why not? If you can go either way. So it's going to be a nice weekend, right? Who ever heard of the Australian model anyway? Everyone likes the Brazilian model. That's a joke from the behind the scenes. Old school. Not allowed to say stuff like that anymore, are we? It's going to be interesting. It still looks like there could be some pretty good surf. Either way, we are watching 3 ocean storms this week. One's going away now, and we had 2 last week, so really, tropics getting busy early. But this isn't really tropical. The first one does look a little tropical today, but then this next one, less so, and then the weekend one, not so at all. High pressure builds over New England. If we add one more ingredient for detective purposes, we'll go to the 500 millibar upper level flow. You can see that next system coming down from southeastern Canada with a push of cold air again here on Wednesday. We may have some record challenging low temperatures, mostly in northern New England. Then the cutoff low kind of forms and then eases out to the east, and another cutoff forms over the mid-Atlantic states. Kind of an odd, almost Rex block looking type upper level flow, which is optimistic. So we're going to be looking for clues other than, just looking at all the guidance. You want to make the call. You're a meteorologist, so make the call. So for now, I will just try and be cautiously optimistic that the weekend should stay nice. But when you have a nice Monday, Tuesday, most of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the odds don't really favor it staying that way. So a lot to consider here. We'll be here for you, hopefully with a little less wind and a little less smoke. Pretty nice week, and doing some mowing today. T-Rex, anything interesting happened yesterday? Driving through Hyannis and then to Sandwich, really interesting wind shifts. And then yesterday we were sitting out here at sunset at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, it was calm. And then at 8 o'clock, the northwest wind was going 15 miles an hour. Wind is fun. Air moving from high to low pressure. Right, Chuck? Right, T-Rex? Yeah. There it is. That's the winter moth, I believe. The bane of our oak trees. Sad. Hadn't been down Willow Street in a while. Used to be a huge brick building here. Can't remember all the different things it was. Getting a new intersection now by the looks of things. S and J. Grew up with Mr. S and J. See railroad tracks. Are we getting a railroad station? Look at that snowplow over there. That's cool. We need that on Cape Cod. In other news, looks like you can't go down Main Street in Hyannis anymore. You can eat out on the road and the sidewalk. Listen to live music. Get up there. Back to the scene of the drop-off for the pickup. Fast ferry was a little bit slow today. Supposed to be here 10 minutes ago. There's a tailwind and it's a beautiful day now, so that's cool. Fun watching these park too. Don't often see the well-dressed captain like that. Hi. Check out some of the other fishing boats. Yeah, I actually made friends with a lot of people on these boats. The fact that they're all parked right now, I don't think fishermen take Sundays off. It must be between catches or something like that. Whale season, all that. That was an easy pickup because it's high tide. I would like to see it if it was low tide. What's if it was low tide? Would you have jumped?
Yeah, probably.
Nice ride anyway.
First class service.
I don't know if I've ever been here before, right close to the east end of the Cape Cod Canal. A little chilly northeast wind. Where did that come from? High pressure building in from the north. Fisherman's View restaurant next to the power plant. There's so much action here that Rex is oblivious to. Hi. Baby rabbit next to a fake goose. So funny. So innocent. Rabbit on the rocks. Quick lens, huh? Second day in a row with rabbits. Ever seen a rabbit in a lobster pot before? I'll go this way, he'll go your way. Hey Mike, I'm at Fisherman's View. This is what it looks like, the east end of the Cape Cod Canal. And then you look over towards the south, there's a whole marina right there. There's about 4 red cameras. Crow knows where the good stuff is. Oh, right in there. Wow, later in the day, but the wind has died down now. So much warmer here. The lee of the wind. What a place for some webcams, don't you think? Wicked cool history here along the banks of the Cape Cod Canal and power plant. Brant Cormorant. And back to Weymouth. I've been talking about all the crows being born, but I think they don't have their feathers yet, so I don't think that's a baby, but it's unusual for them to stay there so long with a person this close, walking and talking. And nope, he's a good flyer. I think that's an adult. Oh, there's a couple more there. Oh, being chased. And then right down here, this wildlife mecca. Plenty of and more today. And that chilly northeast wind we had at the Cape Cod Canal is not here. It's calm. It's beautiful. 77 degrees. Smoky sky. Dirty air. Should clean out later tonight with this new front. Okay, that's enough for today. What about the birds? Huh. 1 point something. They look like birds. Looks like there's 3 of them now. I can hear Mommy right over there. Just looking.